Hello, movie lovers. It's Friday. Yeah, it's that time of the week. What did I watch in movies this week? I know there's so many out there wondering. There's at least 3. Anyway, let's talk about movies. As always, I get the cough and tickle in my throat and stuff because I don't talk to people that often because I'm here by myself. Unless I talk to the TV and yell and scream sometimes. But anyway, let's talk about movies. Alright, let's talk about movies. TCM 1952. The Bad and the Beautiful. Story of a classic Hollywood heel. Miserable son of a bitch. Who seduces, yes, and schemes his way to the top. As Kirk Douglas does. He's the producer, right? He's the mean son of a bitch. He seduces women. He lies to people, tells them what they want to hear. You know, gonna set them on, world on fire. He's gonna do everything for them. Of course, he lies through his teeth. He's that son of a bitch. Anyway, Kirk Douglas, the producer. Lana Turner's in it too. It's, brown hair girl, lovely looking girl. She's in it for a bit. She's not in it much, but she's in it. And then you got Walter Pidgeon, playing Walter Pidgeon. And you had Gloria Graham. She's a blonde-haired girl. She turns into a movie star. She makes a lot of money. She's a big star, stuff like that. And you get Vincent Minnelli. He's a director, right? So yeah, so you got Kirk Douglas, right? And he does everything. He lies to people. He's a small, dicky-ass producer. As Walter Pidgeon gets him to, produce movies like creepy, scary, stupid, dumb movies, and so he gets his chance to make a big movie, and he does, and all that, right? So all the things he does, right, lies this way to people. So finally, the people find out, this main people find out he's a dickhead, right? So anyway, it's not a bad movie. I wouldn't watch it again. Once is good enough for me on this one, as The Bad and the Beautiful. I give it a 6 out of 10. If any has seen it, it's okay for a watch, but it's all right, eh? But it's not setting the world on fire or anything like that. All right, let's go on to the next one. I watched, excuse me, The Mountain Between Us. There's 2 strangers. They meet at an airplane. They meet, right? And they're trying to get on a plane to get to where they're going. Of course, all their planes are down. There's something wrong. Everybody, something going on. They can't get to where they're going. Let's put it that way. So, and Kate Winslet's, she gets a bright idea. She hears this other guy, which is Idris Elba. He can't get to where he's going either. He's supposed to be going to someplace and operating somebody's brain, I guess, or something like that. And she's heading off to her wedding. She's going to be late for her own wedding, so she really wants to get to the wedding. She can't wait to get married. Why, I don't know, but she can't wait. And then you got Beau Bridges is in it, right? Jeff's brother, Beau? Yeah, Jeff's got a brother, Beau. He acts in a few movies here and there, right? But he's in it for like 5 minutes. He's the pilot of this little plane. There's they go hire Beau Bridges to take them to where they're going to, right? So they're in the plane. Of course, they're flying over the mountains, snow everywhere, mountains, and all of a sudden, Beau Bridges' character kind of gets a little funny, right? He's having a hard time. Anyway, he's not flying the plane too good. So one thing leads to another, as I always say, right? And the friggin' tail falls off, right? Crashes, hits the top of a mountain, boom, there goes the tail. And then all of a sudden, they're into a dive, right? And they hit the mountain and all that, crash, and they wake up. Of course, she's got a broken leg or a bone sticking out of her leg or something like that. I don't want to get into too many details. Boy, I don't want to spoil the movie. But they wake up, right, and they're like in a plane. They're on top of a friggin' mountain. So, right, man. It's snow and cold and, yeah. So anyway, it's a story about how in the hell are they going to get off this friggin' mountain. Right? So they hang around for a few days and then they decide to start going for a walk. So, there you go. I liked it. I thought it was very well done. I liked everything about it. This one, I thought, well, this is very nice. I liked it. I'm sitting here going, Bob, you like this movie? I give it a, what do I give it? I give it a good 7. A good 7, a high 7 out of 10. Watch it. If you haven't seen The Mountain Between Us, Bob recommends it. Oh yeah, and there's a dog in it too. Dog. You gotta love the dog. A nice little dog. So let's see, turn the page, Bob, and what else you got here? Let's see, what else did you do this week? Oh yeah, here we are. 2018, I think it's, if I say this name correctly, Paterno? Paterno. 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 Paterno? Yes. The Legend of Joe Paterno, the Penn State football coach. He must have coached there for 40, 50, 60 years or something like that. Anyway, it stars Al Pacino as the coach, as Paterno, right? And Kathy Baker. I was going to say Bates, but no. Kathy Baker, right? And the girl, the newspaper girl, right, is played by Riley Keough. 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 Anyway, Penn State football coach, whose career ends, all because of Jerry Sadusky and his sexual abuse case. Now, what happened was this Jerry Sadusky character, right? He likes little boys, right? He took them into the shower room and places like that. He showed them around, 10-year-olds. So he's in there and that stuff. So years before all this happened, right? The coach told somebody that you better keep an eye on this Jerry Sadowski or something like that. So he passed the word on to a couple of other guys and stuff like that, right? A little bit higher up in the college, I guess. But anyway, the main thing is that nothing really happened, right? And then all of a sudden word broke out that this Jerry Sadowski guy, right? He's up in court, he's going there, he's being investigated, right? And so was everybody else that had anything to do with him. Of course, Joe, right, falls into that category. What did he know? Did he know? Did he tell what he knew? Anyway, it's just shit. It's a shit, what do you call it? Shit fest. So yeah, so it's the end of Joe. So I thought that was a good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Al Pacino played a good part. I think he played part of an 84-year-old guy, or he must have been in his 80s, because if you coach for 40 or 50 years, you got to be at least 80. So yeah, true story based on a book about Joe. So I give it an 8. Good 8. Good story. It's a very well done story. All right, let's get on with it. TCM. Here's one here, and there's a lot of questions about this one. Niagara. Marilyn Monroe. Never saw it before. Know a lot about it, heard about it, and all that kind of stuff, right? But never actually saw the movie. Can you believe that? Yes, there's movies that I have not seen yet. I have not seen everything. But even though you think I have not. So let's talk about Niagara. Let's talk about Marilyn Monroe. First movie in color. Yes, all the other ones before this was in black and white, as far as I know. Marilyn Monroe, what a dish. She even looks good sleeping in bed at 5:30 in the morning smoking a cigarette. Hair all done up, nice red lipstick, eyelashes all done. Somebody's trying to get a hold of me. But anyway, yeah, she's laying in bed at 5:30 in the morning. She's got nice red lipstick on, makeup's all nice done, eyelashes, hair is all beautiful. 5:30 in the morning laying there having to smoke. That's not a good idea to smoke in bed. But anyway, this is a movie. So she's laying in bed, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know about that. I don't know too many girls that lay in bed at 5:30 in the morning all done up and looking really sharp, like a 9 out of a 10 at 5:30 in the morning. All right, okay, what else was there? Yeah, well, here's what the story's about anyway, besides Marilyn. An adulterous wife, which is Marilyn Monroe, flaunts her sexuality to drive her jealous husband into a rage. She's always bouncing around. You know Marilyn Monroe, when she walks, she's like boom, 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 boom. It's like, holy crap. How many girls walk like that? Jesus. Anyway, so he decides to, so that her lover will kill him. She has a lover, and she's going to get her lover to kill her husband. Joseph Cotton's her husband, right? So Joseph Cotton kind of finds out what the hell's going on here, so he decides to kill, I think that's how the story, he decides to kill Marilyn Monroe, you know? Like, I think I'll kill you before you kill me. So off she goes. She's going for a walk. Anyway, her boyfriend meets up with Joseph Cotton on the Niagara Falls right side. Anyway, they find a body in the water, right, and they take it back to the morgue, and then she gets invited in to say whether this is her husband or not, right? Because her husband's missing, they can't find the fucker, right? So, yeah, they open up the blanket, and she looks in at it, and she faints, right? Passes right out, boom. So now she's in the hospital. You know what? She's in the hospital. She just fainted, people. She's laying there, and does she ever look nice? Man, I've seen a lot of people in hospitals, right? And never seen one like this. Marilyn Monroe. Man, she's laying there. Her hair's all nice and done up. Her makeup's all perfect. Nice red lipsticks, right? She looks gorgeous for somebody that just fainted and ended up being killed and over and taken to the hospital, laying there with things on her arm and, the thing beside her. And I'm thinking, she looks pretty good. Anyway, this is also a scene in it when she's having a shower. My wife had showers. I had two wives. They both had showers. Anyway, she comes out of the shower, right? And she's got that rubber mat or hat or one of the scalpy things on her head. And she got the towel on her and her nice red lips. Her makeup's all nice and on her. Her eyelashes are all done up. She's freaking 9 out of 10 coming out of the shower. I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. Right? I'm going, this is reality? This is not reality. You want to kill your husband, okay, or kill your wife, I get it. But Marilyn Monroe always looking like a 9 out of 10, whether it was 5:30 in the morning or 4:30 in the afternoon or just waking up from being passed out. Getting on my nerves now, people. Oh, so did I cover all that stuff? Yeah, so anyway, not a bad movie. So, Joseph Cotton, yeah, he's in it. Gene Peters. Marilyn Monroe. Directed by Henry Hathaway. And I'm thinking, I don't know about this movie. It's getting on my nerves. I mean, Marilyn Monroe, I can't deny that she, in her time or whatever, this is the first color movie that she was in. But it's like reality sets in, you start thinking about it. Who looks that good coming out of a shower? Nobody. Not even me. Right? Who looks that? I've been in hospitals before. I visit people, women. My wife's been in hospitals. I looked at them and think, they don't look like Marilyn Monroe. Not that they do, but, who lays in hospital beds with red lipstick on? Come on. Anyway, this movie gets a 6 out of 10. Good story and all that, but it would have been a lot better if Marilyn Monroe wasn't wearing red lipstick in the hospital bed. So, no, I didn't go for that. Didn't like it. Anyway, 6 out of 10, 1953 Niagara. All right, let's move on to the next one. TCM again, people. 1956. Somebody up there likes me. Yes, somebody up there likes me. Starring Paul Newman as Rocky Graziano. Rocky Graziano, he's a little punk. He's stealing everybody. Don't let anything sit down long enough, he'll steal it from you. Anyway, he gets sent to jail, right? Yeah. He's in jail, so goes to the pen. And out of the pen, he goes into the army, right? And he punches the captain in the face, jumps out the window, buggers off. Then he hooks up with some guy and he gets into a few fights. Stuff. Anyway, I don't want to tell you the whole story because I'll ruin it for you, and that's not the purpose of this. This is just saying what I watched this week. So, and that's in a roundabout way, that's where Rocky, Philadelphia running up the stairs, Sylvester Stallone got a lot of his shit from. Not everything, but a lot of stuff came from this movie. Another movie, there's another boxing movie that he got, some of the ideas from. Anyway, there's a Sal Mineo, and they're playing the Sal Mineo part as a little punk, right? A little thief, right? Little shithead. And young Steve McQueen's in this one, too. Before he did The Blob, I think it was. Yeah, anyway. He plays the part as a teenager, too. Steve McQueen's in this for a few minutes, right? Smoking cigarettes and playing pool and regular, shit stuff. Somebody Up There Likes Me, 1956. I give it an 8. Good movie. just in the beginning of Paul Newman's, movie career. So he's just getting started. So there you go. Anything else? Let me see. Hold it. Don't go away yet. Still talking. I try not to make these videos too long, but all right. Let's see. Let me see what else I got here. I did watch a couple on, the DVD thing. Anyway, this movie. See this one here? A Scarlet Letter, A Star Is Born, and The Time of Your Life. Now, this one I watched, A Star Is Born, starring Jeanette Gaynor and Frederick March, from 1937, in color. It's not in bad condition, right? This is the only one I have, so. I think I got this at the dollar store, so-called dollar store. This is a while ago. I don't know, 10 or more years ago. $1.50. So I bought it. $1.50. What am I gonna do? $1.50. So I watched The Star Is Born. This is a very good movie. There's no singing in this one, right? So it's just her being an actress and Frederick March. The same type of story, right? He's a drunk and he gets a little carried away, falls down and shit like that. But she loves him, right? I mean, she loves him, right? So that was very good. I liked that one. I liked them all. I liked Judy Garland's version too, 50, was it 56, 54, something like that? That's well done, but that was a musical. So this is the first one, and this is very good. A Star Is Born. I liked it. Andy Devine's in it too. But then I watched The Scarlet Letter. Colin Moore stars as Hester Rhine in this drama classic. At the end of the 17th century, a young woman of noble birth arrives in Boston. She is of nobility, but poor. You can be in nobility and you can be poor, or you can be in nobility and be rich. I'd rather be rich, but she's poor. She marries an old doctor, just to have some place to live, right? Bake cakes for him and shit like that. And desperately tries to change her life. So, there's a little bit more to it. So she's got the scarlet letter, right, on her chest, because she had a baby out of wedlock. And who's the baby's father? Nobody knows, and she ain't gonna tell. Hence, the Scarlet Letter. Very well done movie. I wish I had a better copy, but what am I gonna do? I watched The Time of Your Life years ago. I don't know how long ago. But I didn't watch it this week, so I can't really talk about it. But, because that's not fair. But A Star Is Born, 1937, I give that a good 8. Oh yeah, that's a good one, an 8. I really like The Star Is Born. And The Scarlet Letter from 1934, give it a 6. It's okay, you can watch it, nothing wrong with it, good story. But it's only a 6. It's a little slow or boring in parts. But A Star Is Born moves along pretty good, at a pretty fast clip. So that's that one. What else did I, oops, sorry. Oh, the Transformers, the first one. What, from 2007? I think it's 2000, let's say 2007. Shia LaBeouf, and what's her name? That pretty looking girl in, what's her name? What the hell is her name? Shia LaBeouf, Tyrese Gibson, Josh Duhamel, Anthony, Megan, oh yeah, Megan Fox. She's the dish in it, she looks nice. Anyway, this is about the Transformers. Director Michael Bay. This is one of the better ones. Well, there's 5 of them or whatever. Anyway, this one's not bad. This is okay. It's a lot of fun in this one. Some of them are not that good. I forget which ones, but because there's 5 of them. Mark Wahlbanger's in the last 2 or 3. Anyway, I get them all confused sometimes. But anyway, this one's all right. I liked it. I haven't seen this in years either. But it was to me it was okay. Nothing wrong with it. You can watch it. A 7 out of a 10. And this one, I just watched this yesterday. Yeah, Godzilla. An epic showdown. Yeah, and this stars Aaron Taylor Johnson and Ken Wannabe. and Elizabeth Olsen, and Juliette Bonchi, Sally Hawkins, and David Strathairn, and Bryan Cranston. He's in it for a while, Bryan Cranston. He's working at this place right where the radiation is and stuff, and they're getting readings, and it looks like somebody's trying to send a signal to somebody else, you know, like a beep beep beep, and they're talking back and forth. Anyway, it's radioactive. So him and his wife, right, leave their place and go investigate. Well, there's going on noises, and things are shaking, and things are getting kind of disturbed and all that, and there's noises, and all these bells are going off and stuff, and it's like, it's a friggin' earthquake, man. So people, most of them think it's an earthquake. Anyway, his wife goes down the hallway and goes down to the radioactive area to find out what's going on, and she starts running back because the bells are going off. Everything's friggin' falling apart. She's running down the hallway with the other people that were with her, and she gets to the door, and they're yelling, "Close the door, close the door." Where did I hear that before? Anyway, you know, you gotta shut the door, right, to keep it all, you know, and all this radioactive shit inside. So, yeah, they closed the door on her, and she's looking out the window at her husband, Bryan Cranston. Anyway, that was a sad scene. But anyway, one thing leads to another, right? Here we go again. Anyway, further on in the movie, there's this goddamn friggin' cockroach or bug or something that crawls out of the earth, right? I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, so frig, man, this guy's friggin' wrecking everything, right? So they're trying to shoot him out, you know, with tanks, and you know the story, right? Tanks, bazookas, regular shit, right? Guns, machine guns. He just walks around and squashes them. You know, how you doing? Anyway, and who shows up? What the hell is this? It's Godzilla. Now what's Godzilla gonna do? What's he doing? What's he gonna do? Who knows? You gotta watch the movie to find out, people. Godzilla 2007. I give it a good 8. It's fun. It's fun. It's a laugh. It's a riot. Watch Godzilla. It's a good movie. Have some popcorn. Have a tea. Drink some ginger ale, but Godzilla. All right. And that's the movies for today. And this is what I get to see what's on my movie channels. This is here in Toronto. This is the movie entertainment. Jason Momoa. He's on the back there. See? Aquaman. Yeah, it's coming up in August. I've already seen it, but it's showing up. It's a good movie, Aquaman. Yeah. And then what else is showing up? Mary, Queen of Scots. The Lego movie. Oh, I can't wait for that one. The Lego movie. Oh, jeez. Dream guy, Liam Hemsworth. Can you ever forgive me? Oh, that looks good. Greed. Anyway, Bridesmaids. Well, that's not. Boy Erased. Yeah, Aquaman. All the Money in the World. Atomic Blonde, already seen that one. Backdraft 2? Ugh. I don't know about that one. You gotta watch those movies. Most of them are crap. Anyway. Oh, they're showing Dirty Dancing from 1987. I have that movie. The Dark Tower. Dunkirk. David Bowie. There's another crap movie, Deep Blue Sea 2. I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, there's some good movies as always, and some crappy movies as always. Yeah, but yeah. See? So they send this to you every month. It tells you what's on the movies. $2. That cost me $2. Anyway, this is for the hell of it. It's got nothing to do with anything. My first Funko Pop. Yeah, Range Trooper. The bobblehead. $4 down at the dollar store. I went for a walk. I ended up at the dollar store, walking up and down the aisles, and then I saw this. I usually don't buy these things, right? Because Bobby Gash would say, I got enough trinkets, dust collectors. So this cost me $4. It was saying my name, Bob. So I stopped and looked at it, and I picked it up, put it in the basket. Star Wars, number 246, whatever that means. Funko Pop. All right, people. that's the movies for this week. So there's some that you can watch and some I wouldn't bother with, and some of them are maybe, and some of them are up to you if you want to watch them or not. But that's what I watched this week. Who knows what I'm going to watch next week? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know I never know what I'm doing from week to week. Of course, Rick's going to be here tomorrow. We'll be watching movies again, having pizza, listening to an album, smoking some dope. It's just a regular Saturday. All right. Keep watching those movies, people.